everybody. This is Casey. I am here to do Tarot and Talk, or Sunday Night Tarot and Talk. See if anybody gets notified. Hey, how are you? How's everybody tonight? Try to turn the ringing off on my phone. Hey, ladies. Tiffany, how you doing today, Tiffany? How you doing, Georgia Peach? Yay, she's getting better every day. Oh, R2. I don't know where to go to. Huh? Hold on. I'm doing good. How's everybody else doing? Priscilla. Donna Babe. So I have a question for you guys to ponder today. Oh, how cool, Divine Universe. Okay. Wasn't he kicked in even worse after feeling better from oh my gosh, girl. Okay, question of the day. If I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? What would that look like? And what else is possible for creating that? Okay. Okay, Jakari, the future. Wonderful. Started diet and exercise 2 days ago. Awesome, darling. I have a new belly dance CD that I want to work on. Okay, hold on, Donna. There's a few people ahead of you. Yeah, okay. So somebody wanted me to read the question again. If I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your in your life, what would that look like? Oh, I take it you've had some broken bones, hon. Wow. So you're talking about other people, but what would you create for you? Okay. What would you create for you? Not just everybody. Yes, for you. Sometimes you have to start with you first. I know we all want to help everybody else, but see, that's the problem with light workers. We're so busy trying to help everybody else, we're not helping ourselves. And if you want to change the world, sometimes you got to start with yourself. Cool. See, Tiffany's got the idea. Yeah. Yes. That's hard, Darlene. Okay. Health, abundance, and wealth. But what does that look like? I want you to tell me in detail. Give me some details. Details, people, details. Casey, how are you, hon? I've been worried about you. Because you disappeared the other night. Yeah, we've been worried about you. You came in and said you'd be right back, that you were stressing out, and I understand why. But we've been worried about you. Okay, so this is a question I post to everybody. Professional boxer. Yes. So this is we threw a question out there, Casey. If I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? Details. Okay, Jakari want to know. So, Jakari, I have a question. Why does it matter what ethnicity she is? Because we are all one people, no matter what color we are, or what religion we are, what culture we are. We're still all one people. Oh yeah, my grandpa used to tell me that all the time. You don't have anything if you don't have your health. Oh, I'm sorry, Darlene. I'm sorry, Casey. It's hard when you have an anniversary come up for somebody that's passed. A magic wand. If I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? Honey, I think we're all part alien. I think that's how we were created. Yes, you're able to ask a specific question. I was just wondering. Maybe it's because I unlimited supply of Kit Kats. Yeah, I remember when you told me to tell my son to douse the house for Kit Kats. Okay, so you wanted to know about having children with this woman. Okay, so my grandson is out of town. He went to see his other grandma in Arizona. He hasn't been back to the pharmacy, and when I ask him about it, he gets all embarrassed and twittered and goes, "Oh, I haven't been back to the pharmacy yet." He goes, "My grandma put me on the spot." Oh, okay. Jakari, this is the Eight of Wands. This is called the Wands of Love. Okay? This is a very, very fast moving energy. You might be having a child a little sooner than you think, okay? I have the King of Swords, okay? A successful person, very logical, could be very spiritual, okay? This is somebody that looks for the truth and the clarity in the situation. He's holding that sort of truth and clarity, okay? Can be a little bit stuck in their head at times, okay? Very reserved. And then I have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a single woman card. She knows how to manifest exactly what she wants. She's planted some seeds, okay? The seeds have been planted and they're starting to grow. Be interesting to know if she's pregnant already, okay? Okay. But I show the Three of Wands. Okay, there's been a lot of work put into this. Been a lot of work there, and there's forward movement, okay? So this person's waiting for their ship to come in. Yes, yes, but what would you create for you alone, Georgia Peach? Not just for everybody. Okay, what would you create just for yourself? Okay, like I said, this is also forward movement. Things manifesting. This is being open to receiving, okay? This person's waiting for their ship to come in. That's what's telling me that you're open to receiving. Are those spots on my... Yeah, they are. So I'm thinking that you probably will have a child with this person. Exactly, that's the problem. But see, the light workers forget that we're supposed to be anchoring the light, and you don't change the world until you work on yourself first. Oh, that is just for you. Good for you, girl. Good for you. If you want to change the world, you need to start with yourself first. If you want to create peace, start finding the peace within yourself. You want less stress, more love and harmony? Start creating it within you first, okay? You're not sharing. So what I do sometimes is when I have something come at me, or a situation that I want to change or something, I put it through the violet flame to be transformed into something healing, and I send it to Mother Earth. Okay, but I do. That's one of the things I've learned through everything I've been through is, I've got to work on me first because I can't help anybody else unless I work on me first. That makes sense. Did that answer your question, Jakari? Sorry, guys, you're screwed. You're so funny. Oh. What I think is the card that comes up as you've put a lot of hard work into it. That's funny. Divine Universe, what's your question tonight, hon? Hello, hon. What's your question tonight? Tiffany, you're next, so get your question ready. Yang Chi, how are you tonight? Ah. So you made arrangements to meet with them already, hon? So what what is your body telling you about this person? Think about something that you like. I'm trying to teach you guys skills, okay? You're on the list, Donna. Okay. So think about something, close your eyes and think about something that makes you happy and feel how relaxed your body is. Think about this person and see what your body tells you. Trying to teach you ladies skills. But you need to learn to depend on your own things too, okay? So make sure that you pay attention to what your body's telling you. I think there's a possibility of a good relationship here. I have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Okay, this is the apprenticeship card. This is learning new things. Okay, this person may be stuck in their head a little bit, but they do like to learn new things. Okay, and just remember that men have a tendency to only focus on one thing at a time. So if he kind of drifts off a little bit because he's concentrating on something else, just be aware of that. It's not that he doesn't like you. I get the impression that maybe he might seem like he's a little bit scattered because he's like got tunnel vision, I guess I want to say. And I guess this card kind of says the same thing. The universe is offering something, okay? But he's looking directly at it. And he's thinking about it and trying to make a decision about it. But I do show the Page of Cups. This is the very early beginnings of communication. Something that could be emotionally fulfilling. So this could be a good thing. Just kind of be open to receiving, you know, if he seems a little scattered, but that's okay. Okay? Give him 4 or 5 dates before you make a decision, okay? He was thanking God. Lego my egos. I love that name. So the people that just came in. Okay, no, the list is not closed yet. Okay, if I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? Tiffany, honey, do you got your question ready? Are you still here? Okay, let me get these. Yes, meet him with an open mind. Okay, thank you, Lego my egos. That way you get notified when I come on, okay? So Tiffany's question. One more person after Lego my egos. Okay, Tiffany. I do think you will, hon. We got the 6 of Wands. That's forward movement. Somebody recognizing for who you are. Okay. Yes, everybody please hit the like button. That helps YouTube share the videos, okay? So this is victory, celebration, moving forward, somebody recognizing you for who you are. He's got to walk away from a situation that's not emotionally fulfilling still. It's still coming. He hasn't done anything about it yet. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Tiffany, this is going to take a while. It's going to take a while. You're just going to have the patience of a saint. Yep, the girl. Page, the Knight of Wands. The seeds have been planted. You're waiting for the growth. It's a very, very slow moving energy. Could be long-term and stable. Okay? So hang in there, girl. Oh, Hafni, what happened? What do you mean your mother left you? You're welcome, hon. So I had to laugh today. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, honey. I know Casey was just upset over the anniversary of her father's death, and Darlene is still grieving over her mom and her brother. I'm so sorry, hon. The thing is, she's in peace. She's in peace, but then we're the ones behind the suffering, you know? But you know, you're not alone, hon. She's always going to be with you. Georgia Peach, what is your question, hon? So we got Georgia Peach and then Darlene. So I have Georgia Peach, Darlene. Donna, did you just lose somebody too, Darlene? Donna? Oh. Avni, I'm happy for her, but I'm sad for you. Donna, did you just lose somebody too? Georgia Peach, are you here, hon? Oh, you fathered 12 years ago. My heart goes out to all of you. All of you. So what are you going to do now, Avni? What are you going to do now, hon? I guess we lost Georgia Peach. Darlene, you would be next, hon. Not yet, Donna. I have Georgia Peach, Darlene, Bree, and then Donna. And Georgia Peach is not answering. Have patience, hon. We'll get to you. Okay. I'm going to pull angel cards, honey. I have you on the list, Lego Maegos. Okay. Donna will pull some angel cards. Okay, let me do Darlene's. Okay, so you want me to read list? Okay, Darlene and then Georgia Peach, because Georgia Peach just came back. Bree, Donna, Casey if she comes back, Priscilla, Yang Chi, Gloria B, Lego Maegos, and Avni. I know it's hard. It's hard to lose somebody. I'm the top of my family right now, so that's kind of scary. My parents are gone, my grandparents, my sisters. Okay, Bree said she didn't have a question. Okay. RM2. RM2 would be number 10 then. RM2 is the last free reading. I know it's hard. Okay, Darlene. 3 cards for Darlene. This could be the one. Healing family issues and children. Okay, so it's telling me you've already met. Okay, you've already met your romantic person. Okay. Now, somebody has some forgiving to do for healing. Okay, whether it's parents or points of view or belief systems that you've learned or negative self-talk, there needs to be some healing here, okay? And I get the feeling it's more on him than it is yours, okay? Does he have children, hon? Because I showed children. Your love life is being affected by children. Does that make sense, hon? Yes. Donation skipped the line. That was you, Darlene. This could be the one. Okay. Healing family issues, whether it's parents or somebody else. Yeah. Okay. Might be belief systems, points of view that you've learned from your parents. But it says forgiving your parents can make a difference. And then children. Your love life is being affected by children. We do, I know this is hard to believe, but we do make choices about when when it's time to leave, okay? On a soul level, not on a physical level. I'm sorry, hon. I lost my mom when I was 11, so I know how that still affects me. It still affects me. And what is weird is my mom died when I was 11 of uterine cancer. Her mom died when she was 11 of uterine cancer. And as a child, I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So, and the universe heard me. Did that make sense, Darlene? Georgia Peach, what's your question again, hon? I know it's up here. I saw it. Okay, Zara's been thinking about you. Okay. Hi, Angel D. Okay, so the free list is closed, hon. If you want a reading, then you would need to make a donation of any amount. Hold on. We've got Georgia Peach, Donna. Casey's not here. Priscilla. Yes. Did you not want the Romance Angel cards, hon? And I was left with a man that didn't. It wasn't very nice. He didn't know how to raise any of us kids. Okay. Okay. Georgia Peach, this is you. We have the Emperor card. Okay. This is a man with a lot of responsibilities. Could be a father, could be a father figure. Okay. So it could be somebody that has children. I do show that the seeds are planted. Okay. The seeds are planted. The harvest is ready. She is gathering up the harvest. It's taken a long time for this to be mature enough, okay, to harvest this. But I have the Queen of Coins, and this is a woman that knows how to manifest exactly what she wants. Darlene, you might try rewinding back about 5 minutes and see if it's still cutting out, hun. So I actually have an Emperor here, okay? And I have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a woman. This is a woman that knows how to manifest what she wants. Keep focusing on the gratitude, hun. Keep focusing on what you want because it's ready. This is telling me it's ready to manifest. It's not telling me if he's thinking about you, but I imagine that he is, okay? If it's ready to manifest, okay? So, the ones that came in late, if I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? What would that look like? Georgia Peach, did you get that, hon? Okay, if she comes in, tell her to go back to probably about 29 minutes. I guess I should start writing them down. Donna, now it's your turn. What kind of question you have tonight, hon? General, love, specific? Yes. Yes, yes. And things are shifting and changing. The harvest is ready to come, hon. Just make sure you stand if you stand your ground. Okay. Now, Angel, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told everybody else. That is creating it for everybody. What would you create for yourself? If we want peace, okay, we have to create the peace within us first. We're the light workers. We have to start with us, and that energy will radiate out to the people around us. Does that make sense, hon? Donna, yeah. What Seth thinks about you. So Casey's not here. So Priscilla, your question would be next, okay? Because you kind of said the same thing that Georgia Peach said, and Georgia Peach says, I'm not sharing. You've been thinking about that since yesterday when I brought it up? Yeah. Okay, so I have two people here. I have a Knight of Swords, which could be male or female, and I have a King of Cups, which could be male or female. Okay, is one of you a water sign and the other one is an air sign? Does that make sense, Donna? Because I have a Knight of Swords. Okay, you want this person to be a king. Okay, this is a very fast moving energy coming in. It's bringing in communication, truth, and clarity. And I do think that there's some spiritual growth going on also. Okay, because we have the eagle here that represents spirit. And I have the King of Cups. Someone very loving, caring, sensitive, mature, offering a cup of love. Okay? And these cards could be male or female. You're going to put them the way that they make sense, okay? This person can seem a little bit detached at times because they have a tendency to hide their emotions because they feel so much. This card is telling me, okay, they call this the Wounded Warrior card. Okay, so this card is saying you're tired, you're exhausted, you want to quit. You feel like you just can't take another step. This card's saying hang in there, you're almost there. And something else too. Okay, he's so tired he can't get to the finish line right here. So the way out of that energy, look at these wands behind him. How far has he come? Okay, how much progress has this person made that but by focusing on how far you need to go, you're going to feel like you're never going to get there. So you want to focus on how far you have come. It shifts the energy big time. Does that make sense, hon? Let me know if that makes sense or not. Am I still going in and out? Did that make sense, Donna? What the heck? And I rebooted my computer and everything before I came on. Okay. I think she's already dropped off. It just dropped from 10 to 9, so. Did that make sense, Donna? Your connection's bad too. I would probably go back about to 34 minutes on the video and watch it, Donna, and see if it's better. Priscilla, you're next, hon. A little less stress at work. So you want to quit, but the cards are telling you to hang in there, okay? So start visualizing what you do want, okay? So this kind of fits in. This kind of fits in. What would what you want to create in your life look like? Okay? Focus on that and then give gratitude for it. Does that make sense, hon? Priscilla, honey, what's your question? Focus on what you want. You don't have to put a face to it. Okay? You don't have to put a face to what you want. Kind of leave a little bit of leeway in there for the universe to work with you. But make sure you give gratitude for it as if you already have it, okay? If I do it October, November, December, in October I have the King of Coins. Okay, this is moving into something long-term, stable, secure. The universe has... Okay, go back about 5 minutes in the video and watch it, Donna, okay? Yes, claim it as if it's already yours. Okay, so in October, we have stability, long-term stability. King of Wands is a person's very stable, very loving, very caring, happy family person, has tangible assets, they have success, okay? That's October. November, I have the Temperance card, okay? Have some patience because there needs to be some balance here. There needs to be some emotional healing. And there needs to be some emotional, passionate things healed also, okay? If I look at December, it's the wish card. What are you wishing for, hon? This is your law of attraction card. Focus on what you want again, as if you already have it, and give gratitude for it. Okay? Because this is going to manifest everything you want. You're welcome, Donna. I'm glad you're happy, hon. Okay, so it looks good. Looks good for the next 3 months. Lang Chi, you're next, hon. Yes, exactly. So I have Lang Chi, Gloria B, Lego My Egos, Abney, RM2, and because Casey's not here, Angel D. Are you still here, Angel D? Yeah. Okay. Lang Chi. I told you I was going on, girl. You hesitated a few minutes. You're welcome, Priscilla. Lang Chi and then Gloria B, Lego My Egos. Okay, Gwen, the free list is closed, but if you would like to make a donation, then we can get you in for a reading. Any amount. Yes. But if you make sure you subscribe, hon, because then you can get notified when I come on. Okay. Well, did we lose Lang Chi now? Gloria, are you here? Romeo and Juliet, how are you tonight? Just saying hi, it's me. Who's me? Does it start with a V? Yeah. Good to see you, hon. Good to see you. Okay, so Lang Chi's not answering. Gloria, how about Lego My Egos? Where is everybody tonight? Okay. What's your question, hon? So she's not answering. She's not answering. Yeah, if you hit the notification bell, you get notified when I'm gonna I'm gonna probably pick one day during the week where we just do nothing but donation readings. The general reading, okay, hon. Oh, you got some awesome cards, hon. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Now, in the traditional meaning, this person is not paying attention. The universe is offering something. Okay. Yes, you can add me on Facebook, hon. You can do that. Okay. So the universe is offering something, and normally in the traditional decks, this person's looking away. They're not paying attention. Whether they're bored, they don't know if they want it or whatever. In this one, he's looking directly at the gift. He's got to make some choices and decisions about what he wants it or not. Okay. Now we have the Fool. Okay, you have learned some major lessons. Okay, major lessons. You have completed them successfully. You are starting all over again with a clean slate. Yes, there is spiritual talk after this. So the question I kind of put out too is, if I give you a magic wand and you could create anything you want in your life, what would that look like? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tiffany's on all my pages. Okay, this is starting all over. What do you want to co-create with the universe to create your life? So that kind of ties in with that question. If I give you a magic wand and you could create anything in your life you wanted, what would it look like? Okay? This is what that cards say. What are you going to co-create with the universe in your life? This is new beginnings. This is a rebirth. Okay? Is this making sense, hon? Now, I have the wish card. This is the law of attraction card. I want you to pay careful attention. Okay, Mari, the free list is closed, hon. Um, but you could donate any amount, hon. Any amount. Okay, you hear me, but is this making sense? Okay. This is the law of attraction card. This is the wish card. Okay. What you think. I'm sorry, hon. Okay. This is the wish. Okay. This is the law of attraction card. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your beliefs. Okay. You may have a belief system about, oh, it should be this way or that way. Okay. That can block some things from happening. Pay attention to your negative self-talk. The universe listens to everything you think, do, and say. So if you are focusing on negative self-talk, okay, if you're not focusing on what you want rather than what you don't want, okay, then that's what you're going to draw to you. So what are you going to create? What do you want? What do you want to create with the universe, and what do you want that to look at? Okay? Well, if you make a donation, you're going to get a couple more cards anyway. Okay? So make out a list of things that you would like in your life. And start visualizing how it would be if you had those things. Okay? I usually add a couple extra cards for donations anyway, hon. Abney, are you still here, hon? Lang Chi, Gloria B. Where'd everybody go tonight? Where is everybody tonight? Avni is not here. I imagine she's pretty tore up right now. RM2, you're next. I haven't had time to look at Raise Your Vibe, Tiffany. Am I the only one that's posted on there? I've had a bunch of strange people asking to join Raise Your Vibe. Yes. Okay. RM2 is not answering either. I am getting ready to do the end of the month readings this week for the love readings, okay? Wow. I went from such a thriving channel to only me. I think that Crystal posts a couple things for readings once in a while, but I've got a bunch of people from a religious group that are asking to join that channel. Okay, so Lang Chi, what is your question, hon? Gemini should be up there, hon, for the 1st to the 15th. It should be up. YouTube is not sending out a lot of notifications. I'm not getting notifications on anything that I'm subscribed to. Okay, you all have a good night, Tiffany. Thank you for helping, hon. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I did them in order. Lang Chi, Yang Chi. Okay, Mari. Angel B's here too, okay. Okay, since Mari gave a donation, then I'm going to go ahead and do a reading for her, okay? Yes. Do you have a specific question, Mari? Okay, Lang Chi, have your question ready, hon, as soon as I do Mary's reading, okay? RM2, I called you several times. Mary, what's your question? Okay. Girl, have you met somebody new? Okay. Because the first card is the soulmate card. It's happiness and a celebration. Okay, people coming together to celebrate. I kind of get the impression that it could also be like a church celebration. Hold on. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Okay. So this could be a soulmate card. That's why I asked, but it could be the person's on his way. Okay. Yeah. So this could be a celebration. Okay. Could be a marriage. Maybe I do show the Queen of Cups. Now this is someone very loving, caring, nurturing. Okay. Now, this is somebody that's offering something of an emotional nature. It could be love. It could be somebody offering emotional support. Okay. Now, you have planted the seeds for what you want a long time ago. You're just waiting for the harvest. Okay. You're that close to having it. You're just waiting for the harvest. Now, in the past, you've had to make some choices and decisions. The universe has opened up a couple different. Okay, the universe has opened up a couple different pathways for you. Okay, so either pathway that you have chosen was the right one for you. Okay. Now I have the Hierophant card. This could be a marriage card. It could be a spiritual teacher coming in for you. It could be you going in and it could be you going in and finding your own spiritual authority. Now, I have the Temperance card. This is some healing. It says have some patience, though. There's some emotional healing, passionate healing. I turned the ringing off on my phone. Oh, hold on. She's going to keep calling otherwise. Hello. Readings online. All right. Bye. Okay. There's lots of healing that needs to be done, though. But she's telling you to have some patience. Now, quit being so hard on yourself. Okay? This is a pattern you need to break. That's why I taught you how to do the bubble technique, to start clearing away a lot of that. Yes. Start clearing away all that negative self-talk, hon, because here it is as a clarifier. But the thing is, you're still doing it in the future. Now, also watch for somebody else coming in. Okay? Watch for somebody else coming in that's going to be hard on you also. Watch for that narcissist. Pay attention to what's going on. Set your boundaries, girl. But you're done carrying everybody else's burdens. That may be just you being hard on yourself, but you're done carrying everybody else's burdens. You're gathering up your resources and you're walking away from situations that are no longer healthy for you. The universe is opening up new pathways. Yes. But at the same time, I have the Five of Wands. Okay, this can kind of go along with the Five of Swords. Okay, being hard on yourself, being stuck in your head, can't make a choice and a decision. There may be some competition. Okay, this could also be competition too. Okay. Now, where you're at is you're finding fulfillment on all levels. You're finally starting to do some things for you. You compete with yourself, yeah. But you are going in and you are doing the work. We've been talking about this for a while. You are doing the work, okay? Now again, twice in here, the environment around you, somebody can't make a decision, can't make a choice. There is competition. This is also being stuck in your head and not knowing what to do. Now, in your hopes and fears, it says hang in there. You're almost there. Okay? Focus on how far you've come. Okay? How far have you come rather than how far you need to go? Reframe that thinking process. Now, the end result cards are the Empress, someone very loving, caring, nurturing, pregnant with possibilities. Okay? Focus on your possibilities. They're there for you. Okay? This is new life, a new beginning. Now, we have the Moon. I want you to pay attention again, still, to that negative self-talk. Okay? I want you to don't push away the parts of yourself that you don't like. Start talking to those parts of yourself that you don't like, that you think are bad. You know how the churches tell you, well, if you don't do this and that, then you're going to go to hell. Well, they're telling you to push away parts of yourself. You're already whole and complete. Anybody else that comes in is just a compliment to who you are. Okay? But talk to those parts. This is talking about talking to the shadows and the illusions, okay? Now, there's a Knight of Wands. This is somebody coming in that's going to take some action, but it's going to be one step at a time. They need to clear away a lot of old growth, okay? There needs to be transformation and change. Why is there no super... Hon, I don't have 1,000 subscribers. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to have a super chat. That's one of the ways that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers so we could have super chat. But it opens up more ways for me to do things for you guys too. Okay? But there's a lot of old growth needs to be cleared away. Okay? There needs some truth and clarity brought to the situation. Now, I do think that both of you, okay, are going to be wearing masks. Okay? So, yeah, there are see, he's wearing a mask. But he's holding a wand, which is passion and creativity, but at the same time, there needs to be a lot of clearing, a lot of healing. So he's clearing, he's healing, and he's taking one step at a time. And there's lots of transformation and change going on, okay? It sounds good, hon. All that work you've been doing is starting to pay off. You know? Just be open and receptive. And I know you are. There's just lots of change going on. And I ordered some blank cards, so I'm going to try doing some stuff for time frame. So I'll go ahead and do some blank cards with the months and maybe the years on them and see if we can't start doing some stuff for time frame. Does that make sense, hon? Right. That would, yeah. But you know what, hon? But you just remember, you may be his compliment, but he's your compliment too. Don't fall into that trap that the women have to do everything. The women have to make everybody happy. This has to be an even give and take, okay, hon? Okay. Lang Chi, you're next, hon. What's your question? Yes. I hope you've learned that lesson. You want to be a complement to each other. What's your question, Lang Chi? So I have Lang Chi, Gloria B, Avni, which is not answering, and RM2 and Angel D. Did you just want a general reading, Yang Chi? Okay, a career. Ah, what would that be like? So that's a question I asked you guys. What would it be like if you could create what you want in your life? Okay, 5 minutes, RM2. We'll remember that. Would you be doing some traveling, hon? Okay, so I have the Six of Swords. Okay, this card can be taking trips. Okay. Now, this is also moving out of troubled waters into smoother waters. Half the obstacles are already cleared. She's already halfway through the obstacles. She's empowered to take charge and move forward. Does this make sense? Okay. This is, like I said, it's also taking trips. Now, I show the Page of Pentacles. This is the very favorite card from yesterday. Yeah, because we talked about that card yesterday. Okay. This is the Page of Pentacles. Focus on what you want. Okay. Take the time to experience the beauty in life. Take time for the gratitude in your life. This is the very early beginnings of financial stability and security. So I do think it'd be a good job. I also show the King of Wands. Okay. This is someone successful. This is someone very passionate about what they do, very creative. Okay. Again, what do you want to create? What do you want to create in your life? But this is good. This is a king because it's success. Okay. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Things are shifting in your favor at this point in time. Take advantage of the good energy while you can. This is moving forward, things in your favor, but it's also divine timing. Okay. Also divine timing. Yes. Yes. Thank you, universe. Does that make sense, hon? Does that make you feel better? Would you be traveling to the U.S. too, hon? Okay, Gloria B never came back. Avni never came back. RM2's not here. Angel D, you'll be there camping. Yeah. Well, camping is not going to, yeah. If we're not going camping in the next month, it's not going to happen until next summer. RM2 is going to be gone for 5 minutes. So is Angel D here? Well, I'm excited for you getting to travel with music. That's awesome. Music is a form of creativity too. Music is a form of passion. Well, we had a lot of people in and out tonight, huh? Okay, what's your question, Angel D? Yes, yes. I know it's you, Angelica. Did you have another question tonight, hon? Yeah. Okay, so this is a question I'm putting out to everybody tonight, Angelica. If I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you want in your life, what would that look like? They've changed everything on Facebook. It's hard to do lives now. You have to go in and do it as a room now, and a lot of people don't want to come into the rooms. So it's harder to do chats on. You'd speak Japanese and Chinese. So what would that do for you? What would that look like with you speaking Japanese and Chinese? What would that create in your life? Sure. What's your answer about the wand, hon? And this is not creating something for the world. If you want to change the world, you have to start with yourself. What would you create for you with that magic wand? What would it look like? Okay, RM2, do you have a question? You would live in a beach house, but what does that look like? What would you do every day? What would you create? Okay, the universe is offering you something, hon. You keep asking about, okay, it might be love. Okay, the universe is offering you something. Are you going to accept it? Okay, the universe might be, okay, the universe is, you're looking at it, you're seeing it, you're considering it, you're not ignoring it, okay? But I have the judgment card. RM2 never even leaves the house. How is she going to find love? Okay, this is okay. Are you talking to some people at your old job? Gotta leave the house, sis. Yeah, gotta leave the house. Yeah, same thing. I gotta leave the house too. This is something or someone coming back from the past. Everything, okay, anything that you thought was over and done, okay, we're asking about career, right? Okay, you might get a job offer from a past job. Yeah, you. Okay, you're being offered something, and it's something or someone from the past. Okay, and it's going to bring forward movement. But again, yeah, again, it's divine timing. Okay? You don't have control over it. Just keep being you. Keep being the hard worker you are. Okay? I don't know. It's something from the past. Okay? You don't have a handle on it. It's forward movement. It's success. But like I said, it's divine timing. So start, ask the universe a question and then start giving thanks for it as if you already have it. Okay, Michelle, the free list is closed for tonight. But if you would like to make a donation of any amount, then we could get you in for a reading, okay? Angela, did you want to ask another question tonight, hon? Yes. So, yeah. You know what, hon? The universe just amazes me all the time, okay? I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I'm just waiting to see if Angela wants to answer a question or not. Romeo and Juliet. But if Angela doesn't want a reading, then we can go in and start doing the spiritual talk. So if you've got some questions you want to ask, then go ahead and ask them. Yes. Romeo and Juliet, if I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would it look like? What would it look like? I know, Daisy was asking me about her cards earlier. How long can it take to find love? Oh my gosh, girl. When you're ready, it depends on you. When you take the time to love yourself, appreciate yourself, okay? So you got to love yourself, appreciate yourself, do things for yourself. Just remember, Angela, that you are already whole and complete. Okay? That's another question, RM2. You would have to pay for that one. One free question a day. You think it's not updating? Love yourself, be comfortable with yourself, make peace with yourself, be able to be comfortable in being alone with yourself. Yeah, I can see your comments, Angel. RM2, that's because you don't leave the house. How many years have we been talking now? And how many years have I been telling you that you need to leave the house in order to find somebody? So just remember, Angela, anybody that comes into your life is a compliment to you. They're not your better half. They're not your other half. They are a compliment to you. Casey, are you okay? Yeah. Daisy said that to you yesterday? Okay. It is now. Okay. So, Casey, did you have a question tonight, hon? Are you jumping between here and Leo? My Buddha. Oh, yeah. You never seen the Buddha before, hon? You go out, you just go out, even if you go sit in the park, you go to like I said, you can meet somebody at the grocery store. Okay, so Casey wants to know a few cards for the week. Angela, you never came up with a question, though, did you? Yeah, the Buddha's here. The Phoenix. My Phoenix is here. Oh, and RM2 is cute, too. She's cute. That's what I said, Angela. Call me and let's go do something. Hey, girl, if you got a couple days off, I'm off all the time. If you want to go camping for a couple days before the weather gets bad again, let's go do it. Okay, some cards for Casey for the week. Okay, what kind of week is she going to have? Oh, girl, I keep feeling like you're going to get a promotion. My God, girl, you are the manifesting queen of the world. I keep telling you this. You are so awesome. You just take care of business. You just get everything done, okay? You have completed some major lessons, okay? And some of that might be by recognizing some of the negative self-talk you've been telling yourself, okay? So this is a completion. This is okay. This is the completion. This is you are finishing things up. You are ready to start all over again. Okay. This girl manifests like you wouldn't believe. So I have the Six of Swords. Lagging. Okay. Okay. Um. So are you thinking about are you going to be taking a trip, Casey? But this could be moving out of troubled waters into smoother waters. Okay, there's some cleansing and clearing going on here, and you're halfway through it. Okay, look at I love this card. Yang Chi and I were discussing this card yesterday. She asked me what my favorite card in the deck was. It's this one. Okay, she's coming out of troubled waters into smooth waters. She is halfway there. She's already completed this. Okay, she knows what the obstacles are and she's moving forward anyway. She is empowered and she has taken charge of where she's going and what she's doing. Okay? This is an awesome card to me. And here you are, the Fool. Okay? These are major lessons, girl. You've completed some stuff and you are ready for this new beginning. You are ready to start all over with a clean slate. Okay? And again, the question is, if I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? That's what this card says. What are you going to co-create with the universe? Okay? What are you going to co-create with the universe? So that's what your week is going to look like. See, you don't need anything, so there's no lack consciousness in there, okay? Yeah, I need to do some more of the paintings that I'm doing, okay? The energy's just been so weird. I can't sit down and do any painting, okay? So just keep focusing that you have everything and keep manifesting, girl. Just keep manifesting. I was trying to think where the painting is, the bull. I have a page on for my artwork on Facebook. It's Casey's Art Corner. There's no creativity here. Oh, that you should send a picture of it, hon. I would like to see that. So just keep focusing on everything that you have, and you will keep manifesting things, hon. Yes, you are blessed. You are loved, and you do deserve it. And this is one of the things that we brought up the other night. Somebody asked me last night why, because I was reading off the list of the negative self beliefs that we were coming up with the other night. And she goes, "Why are you focusing on the negative?" I said, "No, we're bringing up this information in order to clear all this stuff." Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. That's what's going on. You have no room for what? Clear that. Clear that. Put that in the bubble. I have no room for whatever you were going to say. Yes. Yes. Clear it. It's like you were saying, you felt like you were being ridiculous, but what did it bring up that you need to recognize in order to clear? Sometimes we have to talk about the negative stuff in order to be aware of it, in order to clear it, you know? So having our little spiritual discussions are not just for learning things, but they're for bringing things to awareness so we can work on clearing them. How are we going to move forward if we don't recognize things? Oh yeah, my I'm still laughing at my grandson. Yeah, just to sit that I call that brainstorming. We got a lot done that night. We got a lot of brainstorming done that night. From negative self-talk to what do you ask a man that when you meet him, to the input from my grandson. That was yeah, that was a good brainstorming night. Yang Chi, send me a picture of the star card that you're talking to. My if you look underneath, there should be my email. Oh, I love you too, hon. And I love your support and I love your positivity and I just love everything about you. We need to bring things into the light in order to heal them. And like I keep saying, how do you bring peace to the world if you don't start with yourself? Yes, my birthday's the end of this month. Mine and Gino's. He's in Arizona right now seeing his other grandma. His other grandma threw a fit. You guys never come see me. Angel, are you still here, hon? Angela, are you still here? Let me show you the bowl that she's talking about. I started an Aquarius one, but I'm not happy with the face. Oh, let me see. Where is it? Where are you? Okay. That's the Taurus painting. Okay, thanks, hon. I will look at that. That's the Taurus painting. So I've been working on Aquarius. I'm not good at faces. I'm just kind of trying to work on the face some. So that's what I've been working on. Plus, my grandson sent me a picture of a sunset he wants me to do, and I asked him for the original, and he hasn't sent it. So, yeah. Which channel are you trying to get up, hon? Yeah, I'm the artist though. I'm not happy with it. My daughter, oh my goodness, girl, you didn't have to send me a birthday present. Okay, Angela, we should go do something for my birthday. Okay, did you have a question tonight, hon? We'll pull your cards. Okay, I am grateful, very grateful that you sent me a birthday present, hon. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. My birthday's not till the end of the month, Romeo and Juliet. Casey, you have taught me so much about receiving. It's yes. You have taught me a lot about receiving. You've been a huge spiritual teacher for me. Huge. And I was talking to somebody earlier. She says, well, you should take one day a week to where you do only donation readings too. Yes, I did. I went straight to bed and slept all night. Oh my goodness, girl. What did you do? Come on. It's not uploading. Oh my gosh, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you just paid for my camping trip. That's what I've been wanting to do all summer is just at least one camping trip. Thank you, honey. That I appreciate that so much. So much. Career question. Thank you, hon. Yes, marshmallows. Only we can't have a campfire because there's a fire ban. There's so many fires around Colorado right now. We needed that snowstorm to come in. Yes. Thank you, Casey. I'm thank you. You have blessed me. Thank you so much, hon. Bring Kit Kats. Problem is I can't eat Kit Kats. They got gluten in them. Oh, honey, you have brought, I have people that have been with me since the beginning, okay? Um, you have brought some wonderful people in, and I am grateful for that, And like I keep telling everybody, we're trying to get up to 1,000 people because somebody was asking me earlier, why is there no super chat? Well, for one thing, I don't have 1,000 people, but if I get 1,000 people, that opens up more things that I can do for everybody. So we're trying to get people in. Okay, Angela, you wanted a career question? I didn't forget you, hon. Did you ever get that other stuff straightened out, Angela? Oh, is there a little bit of tempers flying? A super chat is where when you do a live, people can go in and do no donations, but it also opens up avenues for me to put things up for you uh, to buy things and um, yeah. Yeah, you can send a payment through the chat. I can also, I don't know. It opens up a bunch of new things. Okay, I can like. How long has it been since you had a tetanus shot, Romeo and Juliet? Okay, okay. So Angela, I have the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is something passionate, something creative. But in this deck, it's interesting because it's almost like there's some passions. There's a little bit of anger simmering in the background. Okay, okay, and this is taking one step at a time forward. It's not a fast moving energy, but there's some things simmering, some passions that are simmering and ready to explode. Okay. If you had a tetanus shot last month, then you shouldn't have to. A tetanus shot lasts for 10 years. Okay, so now, are you learning new things, Angela? Okay, this is learning new things. This is the apprenticeship card. Okay, now, this is somebody that's stuck in their head. This is somebody that has all these opportunities, all these things to learn, and they're focusing on one thing at a time. But they are definitely stuck in their head. This is where you pull out your creativity to 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 expand the horizons. I'm going to say, okay. Now I have the Four of Pentacles. In this one, somebody's holding on to what they have. Yeah, it might be tempers at work. Okay, we're talking career. Okay, we're asking about career. But this is somebody's trying to hold on to what they have. Okay, they're not open to giving and receiving at this point in time. It's like they've totally shut down from any giving and receiving. But I do show some cleansing and clearing here going on. Okay. Are you planning on taking a trip? This could be a tonight it's taking a trip, but this is moving out of troubled waters into smooth waters. I think they are ceramics. Okay. But look at this is your battle, okay? You're halfway there. Okay, you're halfway there. You are empowered to take charge. You were empowered to make changes. Okay, you know what the obstacles are, and you're moving forward anyway. But definitely lots of clearing and cleansing. Just so let me suggest this: when you go in to do battle with somebody, don't be aggressive. I want you to visualize 10-foot polar bears walking in with you. Okay, 10-foot polar bears, two of them walking in with you, one on each side. That will shift the energy in a meeting real quick. Yeah, your job shifting. But when you run into obstacles, when you run into people that are angry, you start visualizing those polar bears going in with you. Polar bears are very powerful and intimidating. They can shift. I had somebody that was she had rented an apartment, and then after she rented it, before she even moved in, she found out they had roaches. And he says, I'm not giving you back your deposit. I'm not giving you back your first month's rent. Too bad. So she walked in, so she called him and had those polar bears standing on both sides of her, he totally reversed everything. He gave her back her money back immediately. Okay. No, tetanus shots last for 10 years, hon. They last for 10 years. And if you did a number on your hand, are you soaking it in Epsom salts? Does that make sense, Angela? So, yeah. Just how did you do with your cord cutting last night? I know you said you went to sleep, but how far did you get in your cord cutting? Washing it with the charcoal soap. Yeah. And is it getting better, Romeo and Juliet? So just to periodically, everybody check your energy field to see if there's any inappropriate cords. Cords that are attached that are not for your higher good. You can color code them also. Okay? You can ask for inappropriate cords, or you can ask for stealth cords also. Those are invisible cords to be a certain color also, so you can identify them and have your healing team neutralize and clean those out. So it's just a tool, and you don't have to just do cords. You just look at your whole auric field. You know, you might have a circle floating around here and a box floating around here. You just make the polar opposite of it and then bounce them together to neutralize whatever it is. Where the heat part comes out. Oh my goodness, girl. Cool. I'm glad that helps. Okay, Casey. Yeah, because you've got to work tomorrow, hon. You have an awesome night, and thank you for the birthday gift. I really appreciate you. Thank you, hon. Love and light to you too. I so appreciate you, girl. You have a good night and have an awesome week. A new director. So has the new director changed anything? And what are they going to do with the testing when it gets cold? Now we're going into colder weather. Oh, well, good, good. Just make sure, just go in and occasionally look at it. Okay. And like I said, look at what's floating out around you also. If there's anything there, clear that too. Yeah. Yeah. Simple things. We don't need somebody else to go in and do healing on us. We can do a lot of the healing work for ourselves. So, yeah. And Romeo and Juliet, what am I going to do with you? I got to see what note she put on there. She put a note on there with the birthday present. Buy yourself something nice for your birthday. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm excited. Woohoo. Time to go out for my birthday. So the boys are going to have to, the boys and Ashley are going to have to self isolate when they get back from Arizona. Yeah. They're being, oh my God. So, universe, where's the compassion? What would it take for this man to stand out here and do the work that these workers are doing? That's horrible. That's awful. So, so what Angela's talking about is these people that are doing the tested for the virus. They are being made to stand out in tents in the hot weather. Okay, and my concern is it's going to be turning cold here pretty soon, and they're going to be having to stand out in the cold. Okay, they're going to be standing out there in the cold, and they're being dramatic. Really, these people are doing us such a huge service. They are so dedicated, and they're being told that they're being dramatic. They're not not anymore. They would be making in the hospitals. They're not getting paid a lot of money. Not any more than they're making working in the hospitals. And Angela's been going to bat for all of them because nobody should have to work in those conditions. These are not doctors. These are most likely nurses, not doctors, okay? And they're being made to stand out in 100-degree conditions and do the testing. And then there was no air conditioning, anything, yeah. And now they're going to be standing out there in the cold, the freezing cold, and having to do testing also. There has to be a better way. There has to be. Yeah, they're not doing that here. I nurses might make decent money. Yeah, they're overworked here. There's a shortage of nurses. And we're coming into a time to where we have a shortage of doctors also, you know? So it's not an ideal situation, and then they're not being appreciated at all. And it's just not fair, you know? So, yeah. A lot of the doctors here are recommending that the people that wanted to be doctors to go and be a what do they call them, a PC, ah, a professional consultant. Okay, so we can all pray for a better solution for all the healthcare workers that are trying to take care of us. So, what is your spiritual question now, Romeo and Juliet? Tents are leaking. Wow. Too bad they couldn't get an old garage where people could just drive through the garage, an old building where they could just drive through and the people would be inside with some heaters, you know? What else is possible here? Medical assistants. They also call them PAs, professional assistants. They can write prescriptions, they can do diagnoses, everything just like doctors do. And a lot of doctors are recommending them. Don't go to medic school. Don't go to school to be a doctor. Go to school to be a physician's assistant. They have the same rights, everything. They just have to work under a doctor. Hi, Vicky. How are you, hon? We're just getting on to the spiritual questions. So, Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Okay. What's your spiritual question, hon? Good, 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 good. Yeah. You know, it's I see us moving away from people or commodities. They're not people. Okay? There's no value for life right now, you know? It's just crazy. I see people moving away from caring about each other and wearing the masks so somebody else didn't. Ugh, that's a whole nother story. Okay, child predators. Now, this is where I get confused, okay, because this world was created as a world of duality. No, I didn't see your question, Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so we're in a world of duality. We have the light and we have the dark. In order to in order to experience the light, we have to experience the dark too. And I know this sounds terrible, but sometimes we contract with people to go through that. It's part of the learning process, and that's hard to hear. But it's these are agreements that are made before we even come in. So the planet Earth is called the schoolroom Earth. Okay, we need to experience both. We have the free will, okay, but we have YouTube is monitoring your channel and took off your question. So it's all a learning process, and this is it's not so much the predator that's learning. I know it doesn't make any sense to me. I am confused about this, and this is one of the things that when I do healing work, I have to be careful that I don't bring in somebody dark. Okay, um, but there's a duality out there that's there for a reason. We come into experience. Sometimes people make a contract with somebody. Okay, you need to kill me in this lifetime. It's soul experience. It's growth. How do you know? How do you know? You have to look at everything from both sides. There's a balance in there, and but it's something that was contracted, and it's horrible in this reality, but it's major soul growth on another level. I don't know how to explain it. I'm still trying to define all that stuff myself. Okay. It's just like, why did I come in to go through the abuse that I went through? I went through abuse on all levels. Why did I come in to experience that? Why did he agree to be my abuser? Yeah, we do grow a lot from pain. He agreed to be my abuser, but yet on a spiritual level, we're all one. It's yeah. And Romeo and Juliet's question is, we took important information out of the Bible. Why? Okay, here's a good example. When they wanted to build St. Peter's Cathedral, they condemned the witches, the midwives, the herbalists, and the druids as witches. Okay? Because they wanted all those donations to come to the church because they needed money to build St. Peter's Cathedral. So somebody that might have got well with the herbs now had to pay the church for the church to pray for them, and if they died, then it was God's will. It's kind of a power trip. Okay? Women also had held the temples. Okay? Women ran the temples. They had the Beltane ceremony celebrating life, the new year, okay? And then some men took exception to all that and conquered the temples and made women property. We're still fighting that, okay? There is, oh, honey. Oh. Okay, a good book to start with is When God Was a Woman. And if you go back and you can look up a lot of stuff on the history of the Bible. In the 3rd century, they had a meeting of a lot of the heads of religious authorities and decided what was God's word and what wasn't God's word. And a lot of the things that were taken out of the Bible were written by women. Only a couple books written by women were allowed to be put through. Okay? They took out the Gospel of Mary, and there's only 4 books in the world. There's 2 pages missing in the front. Yeah, the Council of Nicaea. Yeah, I think it was the 3rd century. And they took a lot of the books of the Bible out. They decided, man had to decide, okay, what was God's word. Okay. And in the 18th century, they went in and took a lot of passages out that were astrological. Yeah, the Gospel of Enoch was taken out. In the 18th century, like I said, they took a lot of astrological passages out because they didn't want to know people to know that they can consult the stars and get some answers. That's why it's considered witchcraft now, because they don't want, and the tarot too. Okay? The tarot and the astrology is just a tool. Things are not set in stone. You still have that free will choice. It gives you probabilities. It gives you things that could happen because you still have that free will choice. And if you look back, the 3 wise men were all astrologers. Okay? And then the Emperor Augustine said, I will make Christianity the head of the Roman Empire, but you have to change this and that and that and that because I don't like it. So if you're going to look back at any of the teachings, look back at like the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Romeo and Juliet. Okay. But it's again, points of view, belief systems. It doesn't make sense to me. Control and manipulation, Romeo and Juliet. Control and manipulation. They didn't want people to know that they had the power, like we know now, the power to create your own reality. They wanted the churches to have all the control. How many religious organizations tell you, okay, if you don't do this, that, and that, you're going to go to hell. Okay. So why would God give us free will for the churches to come in and tell us what we had to do? Control. Okay. They don't want us to know that we have more control over our reality of thought. You know, it wasn't until the 18th century that anybody could afford to have a Bible. Only the churches had a Bible. Only the churches had a Bible. You know, and that was part of where Luther came in and started the Lutheran religion. He wanted everybody to be able to afford a Bible and know what's in it, not just take the point of view of what the churches are telling us. Okay? Control and manipulation. You know? And I can understand why the Bible talks about, you know, the tarot cards can be bad. They're just a tool. They're to give you the energy around you so you can make choices and decisions. They are not to make your decisions for you. Okay? Because you could change your mind. I could tell you something, you could change your mind in an instant. Okay? You could change your mind in an instant and invalidate everything that I just told you because you have that free will. This is why I encourage you guys to make choices and decisions all the time. Choose what's right for you. Question everything I tell you. Question everything everybody tells you. Find your own truth. We're all supposed to be different. We're all supposed to have different truths. Sometimes we need to say, okay, we just need to step back and honor each other's differences. Hi, Wasan, how are you? Has anybody read, what's the name of that Bible? It's not the Anunnaki Bible. It talks about how the aliens came and created us. I'm doing good. Well, you know what? Then if you drank milk, then you created your reality, didn't you, girl? So, Wasan, we're talking about spiritual questions right now. We were talking about how the Bible's been changed over the centuries. And people will argue teeth and nail that the Bible hasn't been changed, that it's sacred text. Yeah. So we're talking about how the Bible was changed. We're talking about so don't limit yourself. Okay? So don't limit yourself. You could have that scenario if you allow yourself to have it. That's where we talk about making choices and decisions. Okay? If you want to try that, go for it. How many people have been knocked down and knocked down and knocked down And then all of a sudden, everything manifests. Go for it. Okay? So Wasan, one of the things I asked is if I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? Okay? And this is when Yang Chi showed up with his question. Go for it. You know what, hon? Don't. This is the worst thing you could ever live with in your life. What if? What if? Okay, I took a shot. I tried it. It didn't work out. You don't have to live with what if. How many people read some of the books on the 10 things that people talk about before they died that they wish they would have did. They wish they would have been a little braver and gone for it. They wish they would have had the courage to talk up to the woman that they thought, could have been the one. You feel your life is stuck. I'm feeling the same thing, hon. I think part of that is the energy this year. Nothing's going to change. Make some choices and decisions. Try, like I said, if you don't try, you don't know. That's like I've been telling RM2 for over a year, you're not going to meet somebody if you don't get out there. Okay? The magician is everything that you go through in your life is a study and practice for showing you what you like and don't like in your life. So go manifest what you want. Nothing worse than living with what if. I did that with the relationship I had with this guy. I cut it off because he didn't want to move forward, and then he was angry, but he didn't want to move forward. And it's like I beat myself up for that, but he didn't want to move forward. That wasn't me. That wasn't my choice. But I still live with the what if I hadn't cut it off. It's awful. Go for your dreams, try it. At least you tried. So, Wasan, do you ever use the bubble technique, hon? Now, don't forget that the bubble technique is under playlists and classes. There's also a movie in there that I keep telling you guys to watch. What the Bleep Do We Know? That talks about how the universe responds to how we create our reality. Okay? It responds to our thoughts, our feelings, our expectations. Okay? So try it, hon. It's under the playlist. It's under classes, and it's called the bubble technique. So I want you to take all your negatives. Yes, it will help. Ask a lot of these ladies here. They use it, okay? You put it in a bubble. You take your negative self-talk, your negative belief systems, your belief systems that I can't do it, that it's not reality, okay? Let me make you a moderator. Okay. Okay, you're a moderator now, Romeo and Juliet. But hun, it can shift the energy. Okay. First thing you want to clear is my life is stuck. I've been working on that. Clear. This is another one. Everybody clear. You have to work hard for your money. Yes. Yes. Well, I talk to RM2 every day. I'll tell her. Okay. But it's you want to clear what else? Okay, you have to work hard for your money. I can't have it. What are the other ones? I can't think of anything right now. I've cleared so much stuff that I can't have what I want. I'm never gonna. Okay, so this is some of the negative self-talk we were talking about the other night. We had a ball coming up with all this stuff. All the good ones are taken. Okay, I'm never going to find a relationship. Those are the type of things, the negative self-talk that you need to clear in the bubble. Okay, it's huge. We were talking about it last night. I have a whole list, and somebody got upset and left because they said, "Why are you focusing on the positive?" Well, sometimes you have to bring the positive into light in order to change it. You know? That's like everything is my fault. No, everything's not your fault. Just remember that how people treat you is a reflection of who they are. If somebody's treating you bad, you know, it's a reflection of who they are. And my daughter, I ordered this book. It's called One Man, Thousand Men. Oh, what's the name of it? Well, anyway, this guy in the early 1900s started a book because um, his wife says, don't worry about other people's points of view because everybody is going to have a different point of view about you because it's a reflection of who they are. That's like how many men accuse their wives of sleeping around when they're actually the ones that are doing the sleeping around. They're projecting on somebody else. Here's another one. I'm an empath. I take on everybody else's stuff. We need to clear all that. Okay? I have too much baggage. Yeah, the projection. The projection. One of my things is you're not to be seen and heard. That was a huge one for me. And again, you're going to go to hell because God listens to everything you think, do, and say. Yeah, clear that one. I don't have good intuition about people. Yeah, Daisy's a smart lady, you know. How about this one? Nothing ever works out. Okay, clear that and then go for it. That's just like you going for that musical job, hun. You know? And to speak of Daisy, there she is. So another one that came up was you're just a woman. Okay, so this came from Casey. Okay, this is what Casey had to clear. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. Okay, I'm not pretty enough, funny enough, successful enough. This came from Casey. And Casey is a manifesting queen. Yeah, you're just a woman. That's huge. That's huge. I don't have time for me. I can't afford it. My life is already too busy. Okay? Life is hard. Clear that. Yes, this is what we were talking about okay, yeah. We were talking about the same thing last night. Yeah. Or I'm terrified of getting old. I feel like a failure. I don't like it when people see me. Oh, all women are queens. You want to claim that. All women are queens. All women are empresses. Okay? Or in my opinion, yeah. Or it's my responsibility. It's my fault. How many ways have us women been taught that if everybody's not happy, then it's the woman's fault? Okay? I can't afford it. You know? He's a man. He doesn't understand. Or I will never understand men. Yes, you are amazing. All women are amazing. Honey, quit being hard on yourself. We are all supposed to be different. We are all supposed to have different points of view. We are all awesome. We are all whole and complete, but we're taught that we have all these things wrong with us, and then we push away those parts of ourselves and we are shattering our soul. This is why I'm trying to get everybody to get it, the book, okay? The Dark Side of the Light Chasers by Debbie Ford. It's embracing all the parts of yourself. Or I'm disappointed with myself. Okay? All the good men are gone. All the good men are already married and have children. I won't be happy unless I lose weight, pay off my bills, things like that. So, I hate my body since menopause. That was a huge one. You can't lose weight when you get older. The thing is, yeah, we can see the link. If I click on it now, it'll take me off the channel. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about when I tell you to write down all your negative self-talk and start clearing it with the bubble technique. Clear that energy on that. That's a belief system that holds you back. That's huge. I can't do it. I feel unwanted. I'm afraid of rejection. I am angry. I am frustrated. I am stuck. Those are all negative belief systems that we all need to clear. And we need to bring it to the light in order to clear it, to heal it. And the bubble technique is such a simple technique for doing that. Yang Chi, the young lady that was on the other night that I told to try the bubble technique, she left a comment on the bubble technique and she goes, "Oh, the relief." She goes, "The relief. I'm going to keep doing this." I said, "Thank you, universe, for the simple little tools that we can use to change our lives." Yeah, clear it. I always tell myself I'm too old. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're probably in the prime of your life. And it's time to go out and live your life. I was flabbergasted because my youngest child moved out. Okay. Then my oldest daughter moved in because she broke up with a relationship. I said, "Okay, universe, you really have a sense of humor here. I'm ready to go out and live my life. And I have another child that's moved home. You know, it's like, and I keep reclaiming it. And I got to quit doing that. I, I'm never going to meet anybody. And I need to clear, I'm never going to meet anybody that sees me. You know, it's like, I had a guy on here Friday night. He was asking questions, and we were talking about cutting the cords and clearing stuff, and then he started getting sexual. Love you too, hun. Yeah, meet a good guy at the camping trip. See, I have a fishing license. What I need to do is start going to some of the lakes and doing some fishing. That's something we would have in common is fishing and camping, you know? I like to travel. I really want to take a road trip. I want to go up to Minnesota, across the Canadian border, and down the East Coast and come back. Yeah, I'm trying to get one camping trip before the end of the month. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go camping by myself on my birthday. So it's clearing that negative self-talk. Statements that people have told you. Okay, when my kids learned a technique, it's called the Wernicke correction. My friend taught it to you and use eye movements. It does the same thing the bubble technique does, but it's more complicated. Okay, the first thing that my kids started clearing were statements that teachers had told them. Hi, Joyous, how are you, hon? You know, you're stupid. You're never going to learn this. I mean, I was flabbergasted because we trust our children with teachers. How many limitations? How many limitations are our teachers putting on our kids? It's good to see you again, Joy. Yes, I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better. I'm working with the doctors and working with homeopathy and stuff. So it's making a huge difference. But these energy shifts are just driving me nuts. Is anybody else either totally exhausted or they can't sleep? Daisy and I were talking about that. Just totally exhausted. Well, not everybody's as good as manifesting as you are, Daisy or Casey. Yeah, see, Joyous is exhausted. I didn't sleep good last night. Well, I slept until 3 and then I woke up till 5 and then I slept till 11:30. Now Daisy's in a hot area too. Daisy's in Arizona. And this Mars energy is crazy. Okay? Last Tuesday night I was up all night because I was angry. I'm not an angry person. I don't know if it was mine or if I was picking it up from somebody or if it's deep seated anger that I need to pay attention to. It's bringing up a lot of stuff. And we've got 2 months of this. Actually, we've got till January. So actually, we have 4 months of this. Ah, you've got rain. That's good. Don't even tell me about the gastritis, Romeo and Juliet, because you know better. You're creating your reality by not doing what's best for your body. Okay, so we're not doing the readings now, hun. We're doing the spiritual talk. But I do want, so I'm going to emphasize again, you can train your body to give you yes, no answers. Okay, you sit down, close your eyes, and relax. Okay, relax. Think of something that makes you totally happy. And then think about this person, David, and see how your body reacts. Well, you miss milk, but is it worth it? Is it worth going through all that misery? And I told you some good alternatives. Your whole body goes on fire. Ooh, passion, desire. So you know on your side how you feel about it. So what else is possible for you and David? Oh, what the heck? I'll pull a card. What's going on for Joyous and David? What the heck? So we're talking about negative self-talk, negative belief systems, and how it affects. Okay. So I think you're learning a lot about each other. Okay. You're learning a lot about each other at this point in time. Okay, but just remember that men have a tendency, okay, to focus on one thing at a time. So don't overwhelm him with things that you're learning about each other, okay? Focus on one thing at a time. If you're going to have a conversation with him, don't throw up 10 things that you're worried about or you're concerned about. Bring them up one at a time and focus on one thing at a time. Otherwise, you're going to overwhelm him, okay? Now, I have the Knight of Wands. Look at this. This volcano is simmering. This card talks about passion and desire, okay? But keep it slow. Keep it slow because you need to take one step at a time with this guy, okay? Now, I have the Magician card. The Magician card is every relationship that you have had in your life has been practice and study for you to manifest exactly what you want. And I think, and now you know what you want. Okay. So I do think that this is going to be a good relationship for you. Just keep it slow. Don't let those passions come in and take over everything. Okay. Focus on one thing at a time and take it slow. But yeah, you've manifested exactly what you want, I think. Does that make sense, hon? Focus on the end result. So this is the question I was asking, Joyous. If I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted in your life, what would that look like? Start creating your reality. And lots of money. Unlimited prosperity, abundance, and money. Because some of us do not associate money with prosperity and abundance. It seems to be something totally separate in our minds. So when you ask for prosperity and abundance, ask for money too. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. Somebody sat down and talked to me. There's about 4 tarot cards that somebody has talked to me about in my sleep. I wake up in the morning with a whole new understanding of a tarot card. And the Magician was one of them. And that's practicing and studying. He has to practice and study every day of his life in order to keep growing better, to manifest more things, better things, you know? Daisy's really good at manifesting things. Yeah. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of, Romeo and Juliet, is you crave the things that make you sick. So if you're missing milk, it's because it makes you sick. I crave beef, and if I eat it, I know I'm going to get sick. I crave green chili, and I know if I eat it, I'm going to get sick. Yes. Money, abundance, green. Yep. Green is growth. Green is your heart energy, too. If you look at the chakras, some of them show that the heart is a green energy, and some of them show that the heart is a pink energy. You know? And when you go out and learn new things, you create neural pathways in your brain. Your brain says, oh, I don't know how to do that. So I need to create a whole new neural pathway in order to create that in her life. Yes. Yes. And him being emotionally available. That's the first thing I tell all these ladies. Clear. Also, I attract can't even say it. I attract unemotionally available men. That's another negative self-talk. So what would that look like, Joyous? Start visualizing how that would look like. If you want to manifest things in your life, start visualizing what that would look like. You're putting it out. Yeah. Yeah. Emotionally available, emotionally stable. Yes. Yes. And you guys have taught me a lot about receiving. I want some hatch green chili and a fresh corn tortilla with lots and lots of cheese, or some chili rellenos. I bought some brown rice egg roll wrappers. I want to get some chilies, roast them, put some alternative cheese in there, roll them up and fry them, and that's an alternative chili relleno for me because I have celiac. Good, good, good. Manifest what you want, girl. Manifest all of it. You always had this idea in your mind of twins. Oh. But if you look at twins, just like the yin yang, you can have a light twin and you can have a dark twin. That's part of the whole, you know? Yeah, Daisy's really good at manifesting things. And so this is why, and it was funny because I had wrote this question up probably a couple weeks ago, okay? And Friday, my daughter-in-law posted on Snapchat, she says, I wish somebody would wave their magic wand so they can wish me a new job. So as I was typing back to her, I said, I am pulling my magic wand in order to grant you your wish. She messaged back. She goes, literally, as you were typing that up, somebody just messaged me about a job. I said, that's funny. And then I found this, okay, like I said, I wrote it up a couple weeks ago. So that must have been the topic that we were supposed to be talking about. You know, I have to reword some of the things I say sometimes because I tell you guys to visualize what you want and give thanks for it, but you need to start picturing what would it look like and then give thanks for that. Yeah. Twins can also represent a duality too. Yeah. Yeah, I look at that chili. I want some Hatch green chili. Hatch green chili and Pueblo chili are the bomb. So, do you have any other spiritual things that you guys want to talk about tonight? So, this is kind of one of the things I was talking about. Yes. Thank you for coming, join us. It's glad to see you again. You're welcome, hon. So, what I was talking about earlier, my mom, oh, negative entities. So, we were talking last night about clearing cords. Dave has one attached to him. Okay. So, it's kind of the same thing as clearing cords. Okay. So, have him visualize his energy field and ask for this entity where it's attached to turn red or some specific color. Okay. And then call in his healing team, his personal angels, ah, his healing teams, his personal angels, and his archangels to come in and neutralize that entity and to clear it out of his energy field. Men never grow up, hon. So what I was trying to say is I was talking earlier about uh, my mom died of uterine cancer when I was 11, and her mom died of uterine cancer when she was 11, and actually her mom died of something when she was 11. So there's a family pattern in there. I just said I'm not going to do that as a child. As a child. So I was creating my reality. I had 4 kids. I'm still here. Okay, they're all past the age of 11. So it's I put I don't know if you would call it a demand out to the universe. I put my reality out to the universe as a child. So if you've been talking about twins since you were really a child, then you may have manifested those kids clear back from when you were a child. Ooh, I haven't had moly in a long time. Girl, if you've got a good moly recipe, please send it to me. Because we used to have to buy the little jars of moly so that we could make moly. But if I can make moly without wheat in it, I would absolutely love that. I can make my own tortillas. I make it now with brown rice flour or with what is it? Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Not arrowroot flour. I can't think of what it is. There's another flour that really makes some good tortillas. Oh, Yeah. How do you know she has a daughter? I don't think we've said anything about her daughter on here. And that she did. She manifested a baby girl. She did. She absolutely did. She did. That's so right on. She did manifest that little girl. You know, you got to work tomorrow, Daisy. Maybe you should go to bed, hon. I know. Been tired all day. Yeah. So, yeah. Manifestation queens. Yes. Yes, you do need to go to bed. Then Romeo and Juliet said she sent me a message and I do not see it. How do you? Oh, she deleted it. So does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about tonight? Seemed to be a night on manifesting, even down to the question, what would your life look like if you could manifest exactly what you want? What would that look like? Start pondering that. Start thinking about that. That's how you create your reality. You put it out to the subconscious mind and the universe picks up. What you know how to make tortillas? Girl, I learned how to make tortillas 40 years ago. I used to instead of buying flour tortillas, we used to make the flour tortillas every day when I got home from work. I'd be making dinner and making flour tortillas. But now I can't have flour, so now I've learned to make them with brown rice flour or what the heck is there's another it's like a root that makes some pretty good tortillas. You forget I was married to Mexicans. First was a Mexican America and the second one was Mexico. Yeah. You want tortillas now? Hey, I make some mean menudo. It makes a pretty good green chili too. Nothing like some fresh beans with some onion and chili and salsa and yeah. That's funny. That's funny. The cop with a hot body and handcuffs. But the thing that you kind of got to look at their career sometimes too, because their career will also give you a little bit of an idea. They are an IT person is going to be stuck in their head a little bit, okay? If you get a cop, now my therapist pointed this out to me. If you get a cop, there's the highest incidences of domestic violence is in cops because they're used to being in control. Okay. You don't work Mondays. Yeah. So, Daisy, if you come out, I'll teach you how to make tortillas. Just because he's got that hot body doesn't mean that he's necessarily good for you. And you can use handcuffs with anybody. That's funny. There's not a lot of guys with a hot body at my age group. I was telling Daisy today I had a troll on Friday night, and he started throwing things like that. Yeah, I bet your body doesn't look as good as your face does. And I wanted to tell him, I had 4 kids, and I lost 50 pounds the last probably 7 years. I'm never going to have a good looking body again. Just too much hanging all over. I know that's inappropriate. Doesn't mean we can't look. It doesn't hurt to look as long as you don't touch. You guys are funny. You're looking. We're all looking, honey. We're all looking. That's funny. Made the mistake of telling my second husband that. I don't care if you look, as long as you don't touch. Well, he never touched anybody but the one that he left in Mexico. Yeah. Money, cash, and a cop. I really don't care what they do anymore. It's how they treat me that matters. I want somebody that sees me. Like I was telling some of the girls a few weeks ago, I was a trophy wife. I wasn't a wife, I was a possession. Okay? He'd take me out and show me off to all these millionaires and stuff, and I don't have good memories of Arizona, Daisy. Because we go out there and go to all those parties with the brother-in-law and with all those millionaires and everything. And yeah, I don't have good memories of Arizona. And I was married to him, but I was the third party. He had somebody, both of them. They both had somebody else all those years we were married. I was the third party. I was the trophy wife. I was the possession. I want somebody that sees me for who I am. That's really important to me. You know, that's huge. Now, Daisy, I could always come out and visit. I'm pretty good at fixing houses. I built 2 houses. An eggplant? An eggplant. Children, money. What's the eggplant for? Is that an eggplant or is that a chili? No, I don't know what the eggplant means. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, okay. I can feel my face turning red now. That's funny. You guys are funny. Come on, guys. I lived in my own little bubble forever. Forever. There's a lot of things that I don't know about life. Is peace. And packing some heat. That's funny. I don't even care if he has a lot of money. I just want something that I've never had. And that's a one-on-one relationship with somebody that loves me as much as I love them. Somebody that's emotionally available. Yep, I've been working on it. I've been working on it. And I've been trying to get my license so I can pack some heat. That's funny. You guys are funny. Exactly. Exactly. I had a reader. She lives down in Arizona one time, and she used to do past life readings and stuff. But she told me that my ship would come in this lifetime. So I'm open and receptive to my ship coming in. So see that you may okay. So put the poor. You've been the poorest of the poor. Pour in the bubble technique. Okay, in the bubble and clear that. But you have see what's more valuable than money? Those sweet memories. Why do you want to do surgery on yourself, girl? You need to love yourself as you are. Of course, I can't say that because if I had some money, of course, if I had some money, I would get rid of all this loose skin from losing weight. See, even my arms, no matter how much exercise I do, because of all the weight loss, so it's, yeah. You ladies are funny. So the troll that was on here Friday night, he told me that he had a big one, and I should have said, is that all you got? Oh yeah, I walk half naked around the house too, so I know what you mean. Just like you were worried today when somebody came to the front door. I walked around in my pajamas until what, 4 o'clock today, hoping nobody'd come to the door. Yeah, trolls suck. He was, yeah, he started getting sexual, so I blocked him. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I live by myself, just me and the dog. Yeah, yeah. I would get rid of all this loose skin, and I do have more weight to lose. So it would be probably years from now, and I'll be too old to do it by then. Might have the money though. Yeah, because I'd probably be 2 pant sizes smaller if I got rid of all the loose skin. Oh, heavens. That's funny. The eggplant man. You ladies are funny. So, yeah. So when I was talking to my twin flame, that's one of the things that we brought up. I said, I'm overweight. And I said, he kept asking me what my bust size was. And it's like, oh my God, is he going to be a pervert? But that's all he asked me. He never crossed the line. He just wanted to know what bust size I was. But I made a joke of it. I said, after breastfeeding 4 kids, they're kind of saggy. He goes, I know. He goes, you do know men are visual, right? Because he asked me, what's the first thing you look at a guy? And I said, his eyes. He goes, well, us guys are visual. I said, yeah, I know. I know. He goes, I've never looked into anybody's eyes and fell in love before. And I said, I have. He had these big, beautiful brown eyes. Oh, hell no. The problem with online is these guys all think I'm older and that I'll just settle for sex or that I've got money and I'll support them. So that's something I need to throw in the bubble and clear. Oh, no. Exactly, whatever size you want. Because how much do they lie, you know? It's like that troll on Friday. Don't come in and tell me you got a big one. You've probably got something that's an inch long if you have to tell somebody how big it is. No, I'm horrible. And like I said, I thought, is that all you got? Is that all you got to commend for yourself? That's not enough. There's got to be more to you than that. So the night that we talked about the negative beliefs, these ladies gave me a list of about 40 questions to ask a guy when you start dating them. They had some pretty good things. Oh, yeah, gravity is hard on the body. And I'm a lot older than you, so if you're noticing gravity at 35, then yeah, it's worse when you're in your 60s. Uh, Let me find it. What did I do with it? I just had them. They had awesome questions. Where are you? What did I do with them? They were on the same paper as the negative self-beliefs. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, here they are. On the chair. Okay, let's see. Does he hold himself accountable for his actions? What's your favorite movies? Your favorite TV? What are your regrets in life? There's an app called 36 Questions, and it seems to clear out a lot of psychological barriers. And if nothing else, you're friends for life. Okay, it creates a safety net. So, do you live in the past or future? Do you want a long-term relationship or marriage? What was your favorite subject in school? What charities do they like to give to? Have you ever been fired from a job? So this guy had asked me if I had been through domestic violence. The girls got upset about that. Said, why are you asking that? Have you ever had a drinking problem? Are you insecure? It says I needed to look this up. Toxic masculinity. What's your love language? What kind of lies do you tell yourself? What's your negative self-talk? What's your favorite sports? What's your spiritual beliefs? Oh, you guys are funny. What have you learned from past relationships? Somebody said, what's your credit score? What's your favorite books? Are you a cat or a dog person? What's your favorite hobbies? Do you owe a lot of money? Do you cook and clean? What have you learned about yourself? What's your music tastes? What are you doing to improve yourself? What are your goals? What are your spiritual beliefs? What are your fears? Ooh, I asked my guy that, and we had a whole day conversation about that one subject. His biggest fear was that he was going to go to hell if he didn't change his ways. I said, I should have pursued that. What's your pros and cons? Where are you working on yourself to improve? What are your fears? What kind of car do you drive? What's your sun, moon, and rising? Somebody said Trump or Biden, and I said, oh, hell no, I'm not even touching that. Where are you on gun control? Do you get along with people? Do you have control issues? Do you have health insurance? Where do you see this country going? Where are they? Where's the other one? When was the last time you cried? That's what I was saying. If you guys email me, I will type it up and I will send it to you guys. Who was your celebrity crush when you were growing up? What makes a woman or man strong or weak? What do you want to do when you grow up? Favorite foods? Favorite ice cream? How do you relax? Last time to the doctor? Last time to the dentist? Your views on racism? When was the last time you danced? Are you religious or spiritual? Do you believe in God? What does he think of me? Does he tip wait staff? What's the first thing you do every morning? Yeah, I want to dance with somebody too. Are your parents alive? Your grandparents? Are you open-minded? Do you take the lead, or are you comfortable with a woman taking the lead? Which one hit you, hon? Which one hit you? What do your friends like or say about you? What does your ex say about you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to be just snuggled up with somebody and dancing. What are your talents? What are you most proud of? What's your greatest accomplishments? How long you been single? How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? Pay attention to the people he surrounds himself with. Would you trade phones with me for a day? You're looking for a taco place now, huh? Would you trade phones with me for a day? Me neither. Are you happy in life? What was the best part of your day? Tell me something that made you laugh today. When is your birthday? When were you born? What town? What time? If you could go back in time and change something, what would you change? How many times you been in love? What are you looking for in a woman? Are you friends with your exes? Are you an alpha, beta, omega? Are you loyal, monogamous, or polygamy? Can you share house chores, cook, do dishes? Have you ever ghosted anyone? How honest is he? How blunt is he? How cruel is he? Is he a hoarder? Does he have a black book? You kiss on the first date? Do you take the time? You take time with someone or cut them off when you don't like something? What's your favorite season? Your favorite store you like to shop in? How vain is he? What is he grateful for? How do you express gratitude? What do you consider family? What's your pet peeve? How many people do you consider true friends? How's your relationships with your siblings? How many? I don't know. It just depends on the guy. Okay. How many? Okay. What's your tolerance level? Okay. What's the one phone call you would make if you were in jail? These ladies just went crazy. Okay. Who would be your best man at the wedding? Have you had experience with domestic violence? Do you argue, communicate, or communicate? What are your communication and listening styles? Why are you single, divorced? Do you have kids? What's your worst relationship? What part did you play in that? What's your favorite superhero? So those are the things that we came up with. And then my grandson came on and we were talking with him. They were asking him questions. Okay, because he was talking about a lady that was flirting with him, and he says, I don't want to take her out. I don't want to screw her. He says, I just want to take her out so she can relax. What's my favorite superhero? Oh, Wonder Woman. He says, I just want to take her out for dinner and just have fun. He says, she's 13 years older than me. She keeps telling me she just went through a divorce. She keeps flirting with me. And they're all saying, so ask her out. He says, but I don't want to ask her on a date. I just want to go out as friends. And they started calling him chicken. He goes, yeah. And I said, well, guys are more scared of rejection than we are. They're more sensitive than we are. And he goes, oh, hell yeah. Men are terrified of rejection. If you want a guy to ask you out, wink at him, hold his eyes for 7 to 10 seconds, give him a smile, give him some kind of encouragement, or they don't know whether to approach you or not, So we were talking about that, and they kept calling it, are you a chicken? So it's interesting. So if you see somebody comes in here and says, did he ask her out yet? They all want to know. So I asked him the other night, I said, did you go back? He says, I haven't been to the pharmacy yet. She's a pharmacy tech. Okay. So, but he's got a girlfriend. He says, somebody said, don't take her to dinner. Take her out for ice cream and just talk to her. Okay. Just be friends. Just take her for ice cream. I said, well, take her for lunch, because a lot of guys don't think that lunch is a date. And they said, no, take her for ice cream. Lunch is a date too. And I said, okay. So he volunteered to talk to these ladies. Okay. But he told his mom, Grandma set me up. She was on a live. Lunch isn't a date for me either. Okay. Grandma set me up. Because I told him as soon as he called, I said, I'm on a live right now, and we're talking about relationships. So he says, well, let me ask a question. And then they started questioning him. And they're laughing their asses off because he's terrified to ask this girl to do something. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought too. So it was interesting to go from, it was an interesting night. We went from negative self-talk to what do you ask a guy, that you're just starting to date, to my grandson's point of view about relationships. He says, this is 2020. If a woman wants something, she should go for it. So take that as a lesson, ladies. This is from a 26-year-old man. Okay? So, interesting things. Well, Daisy, if you're still here, have a good night. I hope you find your taco stand. Oh. Well, ladies, I guess we could wrap it up for tonight. Where it shows we have 5 people on here, but you and I are the only ones talking. You and me and Daisy. Yeah, yeah. But I have people that come in and listen. That's like somebody came on the other night and says, "Well, I usually don't say anything. I usually don't ask for readings. I just sit and listen." Some people listen. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. I never know. You know, that's like. That's like, what's her name? My mind, I'm tired. Yeah, see, Mary's listening. Mary's listening. She's just, we never know what we're going to talk about. We never know what we're going to teach about. You know, everybody's got people talking about eggplants. So Darlene has been with me since I started. And she made an interesting comment the other night. She goes, I come in and just listen a lot of times. She says, because I learn something every time I listen. So that encourages me to keep up the talks. That's why we usually just do talks on Friday nights, because a lot of people don't like to wait around after the readings for the spiritual talks, you know? So, but I've been doing more lives because we're trying to get the subscribers up, you know, so that'll give me more things that I can do for you guys. Yeah. And I learn things from you guys too. Like I said, Casey and some of the other people that donate have taught me major lessons in learning how to receive. Okay. And Daisy's an awesome manifester, and Casey's magnificent. Magnificent. It's like, yeah, she's just off the charts. So, you know, come in and ask the questions if we don't know. Sometimes other people in the chat know. That's like, you know, everybody was yeah, yeah. We don't, you got to know exactly what you want, you know? So what being home all day, what can you create? Okay, what is on your bucket list? So what are some of the things on your bucket list that you want to do sometime in your life? Now, this is a question that I put out to everybody when we first had when the virus sure popped up. Okay, so you are home. You have this bucket list of things that you've been wanting to do. Now's the time to do it. If you're home, start doing some of the things on your bucket list. That's like RM2. I told her, what are some of the things that you want to do? And she goes, I want to do art. Well, this girl has gone from being intellectual and tried to rewrite the whole company to relaxing and letting things flow now, and creating these beautiful pictures, you know, and yeah, she's a pistol. She's a pistol. At home hobbies, you know, it's not just hobbies, you know, write a wish list of 100 things that you want to do. Okay, everybody should always have a wish list of 100 things you want to do. And then as you achieve things faster when you do that. You know, that could include daily goals. Okay, yeah, yeah. There's lots of things you can do outside, you know. So so you so your daily goal, your 100 things that you want to do, okay, should include daily goals, weekly, monthly, yearly, 5-year, 10-year, 30-year. You manifest things faster if you write them down and you look at that list. And everything you accomplished, take it off and write a new goal in. You will manifest things like this. Okay. Oh, I'm an outside person too. But I like to do art too, but I just, this energy is just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. Feel fires on too. Yeah. So there's different ways to manifest, you know? I always wanted my own farm too. Yeah. Ross, Jason, we're done doing with free readings for the night. We've been doing some spiritual talk, but we're getting ready to wrap that up too. Okay. If you want to subscribe, then you will get notifications when I come on to do the free readings. Okay. The first 10 people are free readings. And then we usually go into spiritual talk, unless you want to donate for a reading, and then we can get you on the list. Okay. And I don't do astrology, so it would just be the tarot cards then. Okay. But if you would like to subscribe, then you get notifications when I come on. And welcome. Thank you for coming in. And see, I had 40 acres. I had a 4,000 square foot house, and I had 40 acres. And got rid of the husband. And then it was just me and the kids, and it was hard for me and the kids to maintain everything. So I ended up losing the house, the land. Had $1 million view of the whole Front Range, the whole Rocky Mountains. I miss that more than anything. And it was so cool because, yeah, I had two kids with both husbands. So it was cool one night. You know how the snow comes in, you've got fog all over the place. It's totally silent out there. Now, Castle Rock is a half hour away from where I was living. You could That night was so clear, you could hear the train half an hour away. It was awesome. Just sitting in nature and just hearing everything. Or the coyotes were out there yipping and howling. They were close to the house one night and getting too close to my dog, so I went in and I went, "Arr!" back at him, and they were still yipping, and I went, "Ah!" and they all ran off. So I want you to remember something. If you're going to work on having that farm, okay, if you want to mark your territory, don't laugh because this works. Okay, this sounds disgusting. If you want to mark your territory, if you want to keep the animals out, you have your husband pee around the perimeter. Okay, we had skunks move in. They had pulled the siding off my house, and there was skunks living under the pile of siding. I didn't have the money for them to haul it away yet. And my 11-year-old son at that time says, "Mom, let me pee off the deck on the skunk." I mean, he'd been going around spraying the whole area. I said, "No, that's disgusting." So next thing I know, he pees on the skunk, and the skunk's gone like that. So we had a bunch of ladies here in this county that were asking, "How do we get skunks? How do we pay to come out and trap the skunks and take them?" I told them, "You guys, this is not a joke. I'm not being disgusting. Have your husbands pee around the area and the skunks will leave." They all said, "Oh my God, my husband's going to have fun with that." So, and they all came back and said, "Oh yeah, that works. That works." And I remember reading about it because there was a woman that lived in a teepee for 2 years in the middle of the forest. And she used to go out and pee in a perimeter around the area in order to keep the animals out. and they never came to close to the teepee. So remember that. It's same thing with that animals. It's marking your territory. And men do that anyway. Yeah, they have sensitive noses. And people look at me, yeah. I don't know about peeing on the ants, but that would be interesting to know if that worked. Oh, yeah. I know that I used to take a little bit of borax and put it along the bottom of the doorways, and it used to help keep them out. Oh, see if you can get some borax, hon. Borax, Borax. It's used to be called 20-multine borax. It's a natural soap, and it doesn't, ants don't seem to like it. So you never know what you're going to hear on this channel. We've talked about negative self-talk, what to ask men when you're dating them, how to get rid of pests, eggplants, spiritual talk, Bible talk. Yeah, we got a little bit of everything going on here. If I don't know, then somebody else usually pitches in. And like Abney, she needs prayers right now. Every time I look at an eggplant now, I'm going to think of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you can tell where my mind is. See, I'm a Libra, and I got to have balance. Okay? So I have a tendency to focus on the spiritual all the time. So my body, my spirit would be up here out of my body. Okay? Somebody told me to visualize Velcro behind my belly button and Velcro on my spirit and pull it back together. But then I was doing some research on grounding, and I ran across this crystal. It's called an indigo gabbro. What it does is it pulls you back into your body. Okay? Because I had noticed I was starting to get spacey too. I'd walk into a room and forget what I was doing and stuff. Okay? So this has changed everything. And one of the other gals that comes in, and she's a moderator, her name is Taddy Torres. She got one for her grandma, and she noticed the difference with her grandma too. It's a very, very grounding stone, and it pulls you back into your body. So I'm more focused on the spiritual usually than I am the physical. And part of everything I went through is probably why I don't focus on the physical aspects of life too. So yeah. So that's why I don't know some things when you guys talk about things. You guys are young and oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, ladies. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up for tonight. Next Friday night is Spiritual Talk again. And then Sunday night is Tarot and Talk. And I'll see if I have time. I feel like I'm taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. I'm trying to get my house clean all of a sudden. It's like I'm all in here. It's like it's crazy. So I'm going to work on that this week, and I need to get the love readings out this week too. So the new ones for the second half of the month. So everybody have a good night. Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Call me tomorrow, Juliet. Okay. So everybody have a good night. We will talk again, and I probably will start posting 1 day a week for just readings on a donation basis. Okay. So everybody have a good night. Thank you for contributing to the conversation, everybody. I just love all of you. Okay. You guys are all awesome. You're all empresses. Claim it. Claim it. You're awesome. Okay. Everybody have a good night and namaste.